Intermittent fasting, what is it, and how does it work? Intermittent fasting is a consuming plan that switches between fasting and consuming on a daily schedule. Analysis reveals that intermittent fasting is a strategy to handle your weight and forestall, and even reverse, some types of illness. However, how do you do it? And is it protected? What's intermittent fasting? Many diets give attention to what to eat, however, intermittent fasting is all about when you eat. With intermittent fasting, you solely eat throughout a particular time. Fasting for a sure variety of hours every day or consuming only one meal a pair days per week might help your physique burn fats. And scientific proof factors to some well-being advantages, as properly. Johns Hopkins neuroscientist Mark Mattson, PhD, has studied intermittent fasting for 25 years. He says that our bodies have developed to have the ability to go without meals for a lot of hours, and even a number of days or longer. In prehistoric instances, earlier than people discovered to farm, they have been hunters and gatherers who developed to outlive, and thrive, for lengthy durations without consuming. They needed to, it took plenty of time and vitality to hunt, sport and collect nuts and berries. How does intermittent fasting work? There are a number of other ways to do intermittent fasting, however they're all primarily based on selecting common time durations to eat and quick. As an example, you may attempt consuming solely throughout an 8-hour interval every day and quick for the rest. Otherwise you may select to eat just one meal a day 2 days per week. There are lots of totally different intermittent fasting schedules. Mattson says that after hours without meals, the physique exhausts its sugar shops and begins burning fats. He refers to this as metabolic switching. Intermittent fasting plans. It's necessary to test together with your physician earlier than beginning intermittent fasting. When you get his or her go-ahead, the precise apply is straightforward. You'll be able to choose a everyday method, which restricts everyday consuming to at least one 6 to 8 hour interval every day. As an example, you could select to attempt 16/8 fasting, consuming for 8 hours and fasting for 16. Williams is a fan of the everyday routine. She says most individuals discover it straightforward to stay with this sample over the long run. One other, often known as the 5-to-2 method, includes consuming frequently 5 days per week. For the opposite 2 days, you restrict yourself to at least one 500 to 600 calorie meal. An instance can be if you happen to select to eat usually on each day of the week besides Mondays and Thursdays, which might be your one meal days. What can I eat whereas intermittent fasting? Throughout the instances if you're not consuming, water and zero-calorie drinks resembling black espresso and tea are permitted. And through your consuming durations, consuming usually doesn't imply going loopy. You're not more likely to shed pounds or get more healthy if you happen to pack your feeding instances with high-calorie junk meals, supersized fried gadgets and treats. However, what Williams likes about intermittent fasting is that it permits for a variety of various meals to be eaten, and loved. We would like individuals to be conscious and have the benefit of consuming good, nutritious meals, she says. She provides that consuming with others and sharing the mealtime expertise provides satisfaction and helps good well-being. Intermittent fasting advantages. Analysis reveals that the intermittent fasting durations do greater than burn fats. Mattson explains, when modifications happen with this metabolic change, it impacts the physique and mind. One of Mattson's studies printed within the New England Journal of Medication revealed knowledge of few very of well-being advantages related to the apply. These embody an extended life, a leaner physique and a sharper thoughts. Many issues occur throughout intermittent fasting that may shield organs in opposition to power ailments like kind 2 diabetes, coronary heart illness, age-related neurodegenerative issues, even inflammatory bowel illness and plenty of cancers, he says. Listed here are some intermittent fasting advantages analysis has revealed up to now. 1. Pondering and reminiscence. 1. Research found that intermittent fasting boosts working reminiscence in animals and verbal reminiscence in grown-up people. 2. Coronary heart well-being. 2. Intermittent fasting improved blood strain and resting coronary heart charges in addition to different heart-related measurements. 3. Bodily efficiency. 3. Younger males who fasted for 16 hours confirmed fats loss whereas sustaining muscle mass. 3. Mice who have been consumed alternate days confirmed higher endurance in operating. 4. Diabetes and weight problems. 4. In animal research, intermittent fasting prevented weight problems. 4. And in 6 transient research, overweight grown-up people misplaced weight via intermittent fasting. 5. Tissue well-being. 5. In animals, intermittent fasting diminished tissue injury in surgical procedure and improved outcomes. Is intermittent fasting protected? Some individuals attempt intermittent fasting for weight administration, and others use the strategy to deal with power circumstances resembling irritable bowel syndrome, excessive LDL cholesterol, or arthritis. However, intermittent fasting isn't for everybody. Williams stresses that earlier than you attempt intermittent fasting, or any eating regimen, it is best to test in together with your main care practitioner first. Some individuals ought to keep away from attempting intermittent fasting. 1. Youngsters and teenagers beneath age 18. 2. Girls who are pregnant or breastfeeding. 3. Folks with diabetes or blood sugar issues. 4. These with a historical past of consuming issues. However, Williams says, individuals not in these classes who can do intermittent fasting safely can proceed the routine indefinitely. It may be a lifestyle change, she says, and one with advantages. Take into account that intermittent fasting could have totally different results on totally different individuals. Discuss to your physician if you happen to begin experiencing uncommon nervousness, complications, nausea, or different signs after you begin intermittent